Hello and welcome to the 2007 season of Hockomock League football with the Warriors of Foxboro High School. Today's matchup will be between the Foxboro Warriors and the Indians of Dartmouth High School. Bringing you all of today's exciting football action are Dennis Robichaux and Doug Seuss. Now let's join Doug and Dennis down on the field with today's pregame commentary.
The number 58, Captain Brian Willis.
Ceremonial coin toss before tonight's game. Beautiful night for football. A wind that is blowing from our right to left. It is not significant, but it may be a factor as far as a field goal is concerned.
Yeah, speaking of field goals, last week Foxboro attempted 3 with the strong leg of Ali Matata. He's not very big physically. However, Ali has a very, very strong leg, as I said. He did hit a 38-yarder. He even attempted a 48-yarder. He can reach that. It's just a matter of whether or not we get a good snap, a good hold, and Ali drives through it. Could be a factor tonight, Dennis. I really think that this game could be close, and it could come down to something like that.
Just to give you an idea of Tolman's numbers from last week's game, 240 yards on 16 carries.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Their quarterback, junior quarterback Sylvia, I believe it's Matt Sylvia.
Sean, I got here.
Okay. Left the game early in the second half. Knee problem. According to the Dartmouth people, he's been cleared to play, and his injury should not be a factor tonight.
Yeah, he's also their kicker, from what I understand, and that would have been a double whammy for the Indians, because not only do they have to worry about replacing the starting quarterback, but again, the kicking game is very important in a good matchup. But Tolman is really the story of Division I Player of the Year last year, coming back for a senior campaign. Like you said, 240 yards, and that even includes having 2 touchdowns called back on long runs.
Last year led Division I with 26 touchdowns.
Phenomenal. Again, that's all I can say. And our defense will be tested. However, Coach Mike Bartuca is a defensive genius, and what we saw last year in the playoff run, starting with the likes of Mansfield, and what the Warriors were able to do to shut down that high-powered offense. They basically shut down 3 very potent offenses in that stretch, the Turkey Day game and the 2 playoff games.
So, but they will have their hands full tonight, and also talking about the scheduling that Foxboro is able to put together, and the quality opponents that they're able to come up against. Here, the Warriors booking a Division I school to come in here and play. Yeah, and so they're not looking for a cakewalk by any stretch.
No cupcakes on the schedule. When they get a chance to play non-league, these games do not come back and hurt you as far as the standings are concerned. 10, 20 years ago, maybe even a little bit longer, when they used to have the rating system, any losses hurt you. Right now, a non-league loss is something that you don't like to get, but you know what? It helps you develop your team. You get a tougher schedule to go against, like you said, and it tests the water. So, this is going to be a good matchup.
National anthem by the Foxboro Warrior Marching Band under the direction of Foxboro Music Director, Mr. Stephen Massey.
I don't think so. Just don't swear.
like to introduce the 2007 Foxboro Warrior Cheerleaders, who add color and excitement to the football.
Dartmouth has won the toss. They have elected to receive the ball, and they will be defending the goal, I believe, to our left. But let's just wait to see, ensure if that is in fact the case. I wouldn't think that the Warriors want to go into the wind in the first quarter.
Yeah, I'm not sure the last time we actually played Dartmouth. I'm guessing. I know it's been 20 years. It could be just a slightly bit longer. We met them in back-to-back Super Bowls in the early years of Jack Martinelli's career here at Foxboro, twice losing to them. I believe one game was a 20-14 score, and the other one might have been 14-0. Dartmouth had very good teams back then, as did the Warriors. So those were at the old Foxboro Stadium, and they were classic battles. And I think it's been that long since we've played them.
So that is, in fact, the way that we will begin the ball game, with Dartmouth going left to right. And the Warriors will be kicking off with Tata getting the football from the official. Back down deep, the person that we're all looking at is Tolman. I had it down as Tolman, and on the roster here they have it as Todman.
Yeah, we'll go with Todman. We'll go by the roster. Hopefully it's right, but
maybe we could check with the...
You will not see Matata kicking the ball to him. You're going to see a squib kick.
Okay, a short kick out of bounds, so we'll do it again. Warriors obviously trying to keep it away from Todman.
Yeah, last week all the Warrior kickoffs were of the squib variety. Matata. Yeah, we got to double check. It is Todman. But all Matata's kicks last week were of the squib type variety, basically trying to keep it away from the deep backs. It's certainly what's going to happen here. If they don't squib it, they're going to do just what we saw right there, was kicking it away from him.
And they'll do it again from 5 yards further back on the penalty. So Matata will move back to the 35 to kick it away. So Todman is on the near side, on the far side, trying to pick up a number. I believe it's...
I get 81, I believe.
81,
yep. Owen Hingham.
Okay. He is on the left side. So the Warriors will kick it off again. See if we can get underway here.
A lot of room in the middle.
And Matata kicks it away. Straight down, fielded on the far side, up over the 30 to the 35 to the 40 with some good blocking up front. But coverage by the special teams brought down at about the 43-yard line was the other back in the backfield. They managed to keep it away from Todman, and that was Hingham.
Yeah.
Owen Hingham brought it back. Good field position, though, to start for the Indians.
Very, very good field position. It was a nice return on his part. Basically, just fielded it cleanly and came right up the middle and found a seam in the Warrior coverage. Brings it out, like you said, about 43-yard line. You know, excellent field position to open up this game for the Dartmouth Indians.
So Sylvia brings them out. They'll open up here with a split backfield. And
Todman.
Todman. Direct snap to Todman. And he brings it out to 45. Gain of a couple on first down. Good coverage there by the left side of the defensive line for Foxboro.
Yeah, they basically run everything out of a shotgun, Dennis. I was reading a little bit about it today. And you'll see that direct snap. They're trying to spread the Warrior defense. They had twins to one side and a split end to the opposite side, stretching the defense as much as possible. Then you get the direct snap, or in other cases, it'll go to the quarterback where you'll see him run some sort of option out of this with Todman.
Size-wise, the two teams seem to match up pretty well. And here's the handoff, and now double switch there as Todman gave it back to Sylvia. He was looking downfield for
Fontaine, number 88,
and missed him.
Yeah,
and could have been picked.
Could have been picked. Stephon Neville was in deep coverage there. The ball was tipped by Fontaine, and unfortunately Neville okay, we're going to get a replay here. Neville just is a little bit behind this. His momentum is bringing him back towards the middle, and the ball was tipped to his outside. But the Warriors ducked a bullet there because Fontaine did get behind the initial defender.
Are you a little surprised that Dartmouth coming out here with a little razzle-dazzle?
No, not at all. Now you got 3 guys in the backfield, so you're going to see something here, too. You're going to see probably some sort of crisscross.
3rd and 8. This is Todman with some room. Good blocking up front. He's got a first down and more into Foxboro territory. They finally brought down at about the 42-yard line. So that'll be the first down for the Indians.
Yeah, nothing fancy here. He basically just takes this thing off tackle. He starts on the left side of the quarterback and runs it to the right side. So not really even misdirection. It's just basically an off tackle play. And he weaved his way through Warrior defenders to pick up that first down.
Rather unorthodox formation on that, something that the Warriors may not have seen before.
Well, there's the beauty,
not seen much of.
Not much of, that's for sure. But that's the beauty of tape and scouting nowadays.
And this is Sylvia on the option, cuts it back inside, falls forward inside the 40 to about the 39. Gain of about 3 on first down, be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, Nicky Thrash, number 45, was in on the tackle. And last week, before Sylvia got knocked out of that game, he actually was running the ball very well himself. And again, it's off this option. I think he had about 60 yards rushing somewhere in that vicinity before he got knocked out of that game. So they're not just a single threat with Todman. You're going to see a lot of variations here. And the fact that he's a left-handed quarterback makes things interesting, too. Because if he rolls those left, all right, they have to realize that he is left-handed.
You have Sylvia from last week, 5 rushes for 75 yards.
Yeah.
And here's a little pitch yet. Todman with some room, straight up. And in the early going here, looks like the Dartmouth offensive line is pushing the Foxboro defense backward.
Again, Nicky Thrash, number 45, was in there. He's been pretty active thus far. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short, which gives them a lot of options here. That they, don't be surprised to see a pass come out of this because they're in 4-down territory at the 32, Dennis. So a pass right now would not be a bad thing or a surprise as far as I'm concerned.
So a drive that began on their own 43 after a penalty on the kickoff, and the Warriors forced to kick from the 35. And this will be the 2nd first down of the drive. Here's the option pitch back over to Todman, run out of bounds, but not before he's down near the 25-yard line. Be enough for a first down. So the Indians continue to move the ball on the ground.
Yeah, very, very well designed, very well executed. All right, here we go. You're going to see Silva run this to the short side of the field. He's going to take a pop from Alex Price. Alex does his job. He nails him, but not before the pitch is off. Nicky Thrasher actually penetrated too much. He should have been taking the pitch guy the whole way. Matato's the one that actually forced Todman out of bounds. So that is the key to the option is they're forcing the quarterback inside, but also picking up that pitch guy, Dennis.
Line of scrimmage inside the Foxboro 30-yard line, 1st and 10. And inside handoff here, and inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Gain of 4 or 5 on first down. And again, Dartmouth offense.
Wise, like you said, they look pretty equal size-wise right now, but this is a straight-head dive play, and you see he's going right behind his guard and tackle. All right, number 59 was out there blocking for them.
Justin
Cruz. He opened up that hole there, but nothing fancy. But they're beating Foxboro in the trenches, and they're beating them wide at the current moment.
They give him about 5, so 2nd and 5 we'll call it. Here's the pitch to Todman, trying the outside, cuts it back in, he has some block, and he's wide, and will score. Todman cut it back inside, and then saw that there was a lot of traffic inside, cut it back to the outside. Nobody was going to catch him. He was home free.
He was, Dennis. He made a move, I believe. You're gonna see Foxboro's defense come up, and number 41, I think Chris Barrett has a shot at him, and he gets faked out right there. He's by Chris Barrett, 41, and then you get a missed tackle, then you get a good block, and this kid, you can't give him too much room.
Obviously not.
All right, here you go. The offset, another view from down on the field. You can see good blocking here. Nixon gets blocked. All right, and Todman goes basically untouched into the end zone.
And those are pretty good high school moves for a running back.
Ooh, serious moves. I tell you, he reminds me a lot of the Vaughn kid that played, Robbie Vaughn, that played for North Attleboro a couple years ago. Those are similar type of moves, certainly the same type of speed. those are things you can't teach. You know, I mean, use reaction. Kid gets the ball, coach designs a play, the kid just does it with his gut reaction, and you know, that was a beautiful drive right there by the Indians.
Well, we knew that coming in that Foxborough was going to have to try to contain him, and obviously that would have been part of the game plan, but it wasn't too effective on the first drive.
Certainly not.
Extra point attempt is up and good.
That's good. That's Silva.
Sylvia, left-footed kicker, also a left-handed thrower. So with 7 minutes, 20 seconds to play first quarter, out to an early lead are the Dartmouth Indians, and the Warriors will get the ball for the first time on offense.
Yep. Right now, we just got a stat update from the truck. Taubman had 6 carries for 54 yards on that drive. So, again, he's off to a good start. And he's not their only weapon, because Sylvia, the quarterback, certainly can run out of that option. And we've seen one pass attempt thus far, too. So they're a triple threat. And, you know, the Warriors are going to have to make some adjustments. It's still early. We've got a lot of time left, and we have to get something going on our initial drive as well.
I was just going to say, they're going to have to answer here.
Yeah.
Because if they go 3 and out or something along those lines, that's not going to be good news.
No, it's not. You've got to sustain something. Even if we don't come away with a score, we got to move the ball and get good field position, then try and play a battle of field position. It'll settle down. They might be a little nervous. It's a big day today with all the hype of Fox 25, and you know, this crowd is really big tonight compared to last week. Concord, New Hampshire, a lot farther away. People didn't make the trip, but Dartmouth is not that far, and we got a full house tonight.
And the kick is away, and will be fielded in the middle by 13 Hernandez from his own 10-yard line. Straight up the middle, has some blocking, one man to beat, and he gets by him and is finally caught from behind, but not before he's already all the way down to the Dartmouth 40-yard line.
It's Timmy Mogan, number 33, senior captain. A similar return to what Hingham did for right up the middle. He's got a little bit of a wedge here. Once he look at the blocking, look at the hole. Got to give Sylvia credit. He slowed him down. Sylvia slowed him down by sticking his shoulder into him, or else Timmy Mogan was off to the races. So number 32 actually made the tackle at the end, but thanks to Sylvia's first hit.
A different angle on this. And I apologize. I saw the 3. The other side looked like a 1. Once again, looking at it from the side, sometimes it's difficult to pick up the numbers, but that is obviously Tim Mogan.
Yeah.
So here we go, 1st and 10 from the I. Swanton, rolling right, looking downfield. Pass on first down. Pass is complete. About the 30. And Motata gets some yardage after the catch, all the way down to about the 25-yard line. So nice. Motata was wide open and was able to get some yardage after the catch.
I like this first call. First play of the game, we go to the air. And you know what? And Ali Matata, look at the moves on this kid. You got to understand, he's not very big, but this kid is athletic. I mean, I've seen him play basketball. I believe someone told me he can dunk. All right, this kid has moves. He has legs. He can jump. He can catch. That was very exciting, and a first down on the first play for the Warriors.
And on the second play goes to Mogan. Mogan off the blocking there, able to fall forward inside the 25 to about the 24. A gain of only a yard on first down.
I believe Arthur Fontaine, number 88, was in on the tackle. Yeah, the right side of the Foxboro line. I know Woolard is the left tackle. The right tackle, I'm not quite sure. I got to get familiar with this year's numbers and players because a lot of these kids, they switch numbers even from last year.
Right.
Seems to be the trend the last few years. So I like to keep us on our toes.
So from the I formation, dual wideouts to the right side now in motion. Coming for is number 7, Joe Nixon. And now here comes Mogan, able to cut it back inside, push back, but not before his forward progress is to the 20-yard line. Dartmouth making like they were able to pick up that ball, but it was obviously down.
Yeah, we got Nixon in motion, like you said. Here comes Jimmy Kaminsky, another captain, number 57. He's got Nicky Thrasher out in front of him, all right? And Mogan gets stood up right there. Timmy's moving pretty good right here, and then all of a sudden, boom, here comes Sylvia, number 19.
Big third down play here. Foxborough from the eye. Swanton rolling right, looking downfield, and throws into a crowd up for grabs.
There's a flag.
Flag on the play. Looks like it'll be pass interference.
It very well could be, and he was in the end zone. Now we get another flag. But he caught that ball. I'm not sure if he came down in bounds or not.
And Swanton threw that into triple coverage.
Unbelievable. The ball was right on the money, though, I got to tell you. And Stephon Neville basically out-jumped the coverage. So the referees are going to sort this one out down there, but he was in the end zone when he caught that ball. Foxborough seems to be coming back, shaking their head, so I don't think it's going our way here. Offensive pass interference, possibly?
Well, I don't know. They have the ball marked at the 9-yard line, and it doesn't look like it's coming back.
No, there's going to be an unsportsmanlike call on the Foxborough coaching staff.
So whatever the call was, it was not well received by the Foxborough coaching staff. And so we'll end up with Foxborough being pushed back quite some time. Quite a distance, I should say.
This is not a good situation. We go from possibly having a touchdown, the ball inside the 1-yard line down around there, to now drawing a couple penalties.
I'm curious to hear what the initial call was. I don't know how they could call an offensive pass interference.
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen Coach Martinelli. I've never seen Coach Martinelli this animated in a football game.
Here's a second look at it. See if we can pick it up. Neville goes up.
Sees it. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown right there. If they see this play tomorrow, if this officiating crew sees this play tomorrow, they're going to realize they made a really bad call here. Neville out-jumped the coverage, came down with his foot on the pylon, which basically is in play, is a touchdown. All right, where the offensive pass interference came from, I have no idea.
If, in fact, that's the call. Little extra curricular there with the referee's mic open, and you can hear Coach Martinelli.
Swan gets a little bit of time. He gets some cut blocks from his backs. Look at this.
How is that not a touchdown?
There's the flag immediately. Illegal formation they're calling. They're calling an illegal formation, but yet we had a flag that was down in the end zone, so something's being overshadowed here. All right? And then, of course, the flag that was thrown against the Foxborough coaching staff, that has not been marked off either because it was a 3rd and 5 play. Right now, it's showing up as 3rd and 10.
So the end result of all of this is Foxborough loses 5 yards.
On all that. It's amazing.
So it's 3rd and 10 from the Dartmouth 25-yard line. Inside handoff. This is Mogan. Cuts it back inside. He's down inside the 25 and will be very close to a first down.
Yeah. Real close. He may be a yard short, if that. Could be seeing a field goal attempt right now. Although I do see Soccorso coming in. This is basically just a little draw play off a reverse handoff. And Timmy Mogan weaving in and out of the defenders there. Does a real nice job. All right. Didn't get a whole heck of a lot of blocking. That was all Timmy Mogan, I can tell you that much.
So they spot the ball at about the 22. It'll be 4th and a short 2 for the Warriors, and they are going.
You got a full house backfield with a triple I formation.
And it goes to the tailback, straight ahead, and it's going to be close.
He's going to get that. I believe that's Soccorso on the carry.
It depends on the spot. It will be close. But it looks as if he will have enough by probably less than the length of a football.
Here we go, measurement. Here you go. Soccorso's the deep back. He does get hit, but he's able. He basically makes the line with that ball. Now this referee's going to move this back. You know, watch this. Takes the hit. He drags the defender, comes down. Now his hip hit back at the 21-yard line, but it's where the ball is, and the ball is at the 20. He gets the first down, but due to no thanks to the officials right now, because I tell you, they're missing a few things here. I'm not one to complain about officials, believe me, but so far I do not understand what's taking place on this drive. But
all's well that ends well here. The drive stays alive for the Warriors as they're down to the Dartmouth 20-yard line. So even though they faced adversity in trying to get the ball downfield on their first possession, they still have control, and they have a first down from the 16-yard line. And here's a pitch back. Soccorso cutting it wide, falls inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. Gain of about 6 on first down. Will be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Owen Hingham, number 81, laid the lumber on Luke there. Actually, he didn't gain as much as we thought. Looks like about 3 yards, but he had a full head of steam, and 81 Hingham come up and filled the gap. But Soccorso runs hard. We were talking about him last week, Dennis. Frank and I have both had the fortune of coaching a young man, and he's going to be quite a running back in the years to come.
Dual wideouts to the left side. Murtada is one of them. Rolling left side is Swant looking long.
He's got him open.
Murtada's there, and the ball is picked. It is intercepted in the end zone by number 74. And I don't understand why he would throw into that coverage. Ryan Andrew is number 74 for Dartmouth.
You see Butch rolling to his left. He tempered. That's Sylvia, actually. Number 19, I believe. Yeah, it is. There's Sylvia that came down with. Here you go. Just a sprint out, rolling to his weak side. Butch sets himself pretty good. Throws the ball. It's on target. For a split second, Neville was open. This is just a great athletic move by Sylvia. He closed that distance. He closed the distance and came down with the ball.
Yet was out of bounds.
Got to have 1 foot in. It looked like he may have had that. So, but Neville was open. Neville certainly was open for a moment there. Might have been just a little bit too much air underneath that pass. But again, that's tough. That's probably the hardest throw for a quarterback to make, is rolling to his left and being a right-handed quarterback. Ross Jaffoon was one of the best I've ever seen do that. But even Drew Connolly at times struggled last year. And Butch is a young quarterback with a strong arm. He'll do better each and every time he has that chance.
Well, at one point had thrown into triple coverage. This time it was picked off in the end zone. So on the touchback, Dartmouth starts from their own 20-yard line and caught in the backfield and brought down. Good defensive play there by the Foxboro defense. First time tonight that they've achieved any penetration.
Absolutely. That was a beautiful play by the Warriors. I believe number 58 was in there. Jimmy Kaminsky, 57, was in there. 58, Brian Woolard was in there. This is great penetration right here.
First time
12.
Tonight.
Number 12 for the Warriors is stepped in there. Brendan Sweet playing a good defensive end thus far this year. He had a fumble recovery last week.
Second down and 13.
Loss of about 3. So it'll be 2nd and 13 from the 17-yard line.
There's Todman.
And Todman trying to get outside.
Nixon got him right there.
And this time they bring him down for little or no gain. And so adjustments have already been made by the Foxboro defense to contain Mr. Todman.
You'll see Joey Nixon do a real good job right here, forcing this play back into Timmy Mogan. All right, here's Mogan chasing now. Nixon forces him in. Mogan right there. A little bit of help from 56, Brian Bosserdette. Again, nothing fancy here. They've run this play a couple times. There's good penetration right there by Woolard. All right. Boom, boom. Nice teamwork, guys.
Third down and long. They need to get out to the 30-yard line. Big play here. Sylvia, again. Play action.
You got him again.
They got him way back.
That ball's a fumble. That's a fumble. Touchdown for the Warriors.
There it is. There it is. What a big play.
What a stupid play. I got to tell you, he threw the ball backwards.
Todman, you can see, is on his knees, throwing his hands into the air.
He threw the ball backwards. He threw the ball backwards. Here you go. There's Mogan on a blitz. There's Woolard. Watch it. He throws the ball backwards. If he had thrown it forward, it would have been intentional grounding. And then you got, I believe, who is that? Is that number 24, Ali Matata?
Unbelievable. What an unbelievable play.
Here you go. There's Mogan. Mogan has the pressure. Got him wrapped up. Here's Woolard. Then here's the mistake. And here's Ali Matata. Watch this. Just like a shortstop. Comes right up. Boom. Touchdown.
Unbelievable play. And they'll try to tack on the extra point.
And there it is.
With plenty of legs. Puts it through, and we're tied at 7 with 1:52 left here, first quarter.
And there you go. There's the adjustment by Mike Bartuka's defense.
No
it looked
question.
Totally different, huh, Dennis?
Yep,
One
totally
drive
different.
to the other.
Totally different.
Wow, that's exciting.
It is exciting. And it was a severe mistake made there by quarterback Sylvia. So if he's starting to hear footsteps already, could be a long night.
I got to tell you, up until that play, all right, that kid had done just about everything right, offensively and defensively. All right, even on special teams when he slowed Logan down on the kickoff. All right, but that one play right there, you know, washes everything away.
Right.
All right, it's now an even ball game, and the Warriors have got a lot of momentum because even prior to that turnover down there in the end zone, they were driving.
Right.
So they got momentum, Dennis.
Yeah. Very, very unorthodox play for anyone to make, but a player of the caliber of Sylvia is really surprising.
Yeah. The worst case, he holds on to the ball, takes the sack. You know, they'll give him forward progress to about the 5, and then they're putting out of their end zone.
Todman deep on the left side. On the far side, 81, Owen Hingham.
They're switching it up a little bit now, yeah. They switch sides from the initial kickoff.
Mortada kicks it away, and this one, again, will sail out of bounds. So we'll do it again, this time from the Warrior 35.
If we can get a replay on this, I want to show you. These are the 2 guys I coach with down there that ducked that ball. All right? If we can get a replay, all right, because I'm going to have some fun with this one. We are working special teams tonight in practice. Now I know why that they're not out there on special teams. Okay. Thanks, guys, for doing this. Watch this kick. Now you can see in the lower part of the screen, the guy in the orange is Coach Jassett. The guy in the white is Tony Berga. They both avoided that ball. Where do our kids see that on film?
So it looks as if Dartmouth will take the ball.
They have that option.
At the point at which it went out of bounds, which is approximately the 30-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah. That's going to be one of those things where that referee walks up the sidelines, raises his hand and saying the angle overtook it right about there.
Right.
Well, they know that Todman's not going to get a kick ball to him,
So they are going to take it at their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
And again, spread formation.
Sylvia, inside handoff, Todman walking up the middle, able to stretch it out all the way out to about the 39-yard line, close to it, first down.
Yeah, Jimmy Kaminsky was the one that brought him down, hanging on to him by the legs.
Extra yardage there by Todman on his own.
Huge. 9-yard gain. So they fire right back on their first offensive play after the touchdown.
One of the few times they've sent him straight up the gut.
Yeah. He's a scat back, and they also use him a lot of times, Dennis, coming out of the backfield for passes in the flat and passes downfield. The kid's athletic. Got to use him.
All right, again, same play. And this time caught and brought down, but not before he gains enough for a first down.
Yeah, he'll get the first down. Chris Barrett, 41, was in on the tackle. 45, Nicky Thrasher also. Better containment. He only needed a yard for a first down. You see Thrasher right there. You see, like I said, Barrett. He gets 2, gets the first down. Ball will be at the 41 now.
We're inside 1 minute here to play in the first quarter. Clock is running. Warriors wait. 1st and 10 from the Indian 41-yard line. Same formation.
I'm sorry.
Here's the pitch that is loose. Ball is on the field.
They got it.
And we'll wait to see.
Could be Matata again. He's at the bottom of that pile.
It was just a straight pitch.
Yeah.
And it is Foxboro.
Brendan Swede, number 12.
Unbelievable. 2 huge miscues.
Huge. I was just about to say.
On offense.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you could hear the Foxboro coaching staff barking out instructions from the sideline. And Todman, he had no chance. That ball is chucked up in his head, you know. Here you go, right there. Right off his face mask. And now to Brendan Swede, who caught that ball in the air.
Well, they came out with a little razzle-dazzle, and it looks as if they're trying to continue that, but it's coming back to bite them in the butt, as it turns out here.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's an exciting offense when you do things out of the shotgun and you're able to run, misdirection and all that other stuff. You got a wide formation. But the thing is anytime you're pitching the ball that much, you have the possibility of a fumble or just like
put
that.
It in the air.
Put it in the air, absolutely right. Whereas you get that straight belly handoff, you're less prone to fumble. You may take a hit, but right there, Taubman just showed. Maybe he took his eye. Maybe he saw the defender coming up. He took his eye off for a split second, did pick up the ball. Two gifts.
Well, it looks it probably is the case that they're trying to get Taubman in as many different situations as possible, rather than just use him in one dimension.
I agree with that. I mean, I think that kid's got enough talent that you could play some basic football and utilize his skills. You get too cute, sometimes it comes back to bite you in the butt, like you said.
And it has there. And we have credit to Murtada for recovering that fumble as well. 1st and 10 Warriors from the Indian 40. Trying to get outside, but unable to do so. 32 ball carrier Soccorso is brought down for a loss of about a yard. Just about the 41-yard line, ball will be spotted. And that may be the last play of the first quarter, as we're down to 10 seconds. And it will be, and we'll switch ends of the field. And a very productive first half for the Warriors, yet we're still tied on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that play there, was designed well. It just wasn't executed well. Soccorso's a good guy to get to the outside. The kid has breakaway speed. He's very deceiving. However, what happened was that blocking just broke down, and the Indian defense actually shot the gaps, and we were able to bring him down for a couple-yard loss.
Going back to the pitch fumble play, Taubman didn't even look like he was ready for that ball when Sylvia delivered it.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering. I'm wondering if he, again, had his eye on somebody else. He didn't know the play was here. I don't know if an audible was called. See, we don't have that advantage from up here. But he certainly wasn't ready, in a ready position to catch that toss.
That's no question. And it was not a good toss.
No, very high, very high.
So we switch ends of the field, even though it doesn't really make too much of a difference here. But the Warriors will begin the second quarter with a 2nd down and about 11 after a loss on their first play.
And again,
we'll go with the wind here in the second quarter.
With the wind this time now. Foxboro's going to come right out. They've already called their play on the sidelines during the break there. Being entertained right now by the Foxboro Warrior cheerleaders who were featured on Fox News this morning. Nice little piece with Doug Meehan. Did a nice little thing with the pom-poms there where they spelled out Fox. It was kind of animated and looked really good. So a little FaceTime for them on TV. Certainly made Meehan look good, I got to tell you.
Good.
They made him look like $1 million, all those pretty faces around him. So.
All right, now we have
they moved the ball. Looks like he lost 3 on that play now.
Right. So here we go. First play of the second quarter. Warriors with the ball. Lone setback is Mogan. And this is Mogan straight up the gut with some blocking. Falls forward progress to about the 40. But that would only be just short of the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Jack Costa, number 50, was the first one in on the play for the Indians. Again, Mogan gains about 1 back, so we're looking at a passing situation here. But, again, we don't have to try and pick up the first down all on this one play. We get anything down close to around 30-yard line, I think Foxboro, you may see either a Murtada field goal attempt or going for it on 4th down.
We shall see. They have a 3rd and about 12, actually. The spot didn't really give much forward progress at all, if any.
No, we got a timeout, Foxboro.
Okay. They had dual wideouts going to the left side and a single wideout to the near side in that particular formation. But now Foxboro takes timeout, and we'll see what adjustment they make for this big third down play.
Just looking at some of the Foxboro linemen, a new player this year, we mentioned him last week, transfer student Colm Donnelly, number 78, is listed at 6'5", 270. We also have at center Pete Dalton, number 68. He's new this year on the varsity squad, 6'2", 245, flanked by Kaminsky on one side, number 57. He's outside of him is Woolard. And we get a pass play. He's going up top.
Throwing into good coverage and just off the fingertips. Very good coverage there on Stephen Neville. And that was done by, what is it,
81, I believe.
81?
Yep. It's Hingham again. We've seen him on kick returns.
Just as I recall, and we didn't see much of Brian Swanton last year, but it seemed as if he had a tendency to throw into coverage.
Yeah, that's a young guy like that. He has to adjust. His brother Michael obviously got 1 year at the varsity as the Drew Connolly last year, and a little more experience when you're a senior, mature-wise anyhow. But Butch, as we call him, will do very well.
Mutada kicks it away, a good kick, and rolls all the way down to the goal line. And Todman is trying to get away, and does. And he's on, cuts it back into the middle. And Todman finally brought down, but not before he's back to the 36-yard line on a play that looked like it had him stopped near the goal line.
Should have never happened. Should have never happened. In fact, why this young man even fields this ball, I don't know. It could have rolled into the end zone and been done. All right, he gets by Soccorso right there. There's a missed tackle because somebody's head's down. All right, good blocking on the sideline. You see Thrasher getting tied up. Okay, and number 20, I think that's Simons that makes the tackle in the end, but not after he makes about a 34-yard return. That was all him. The kid is exciting. He definitely makes things happen, but should never happen.
So costly play there on special teams for the Warriors. Allows the Indians to begin 1st and 10 from their own 35.
I did like the strategy, though, kicking to the corner. That wasn't bad.
Okay,
and
play action fake and caught way back. And Mogan drops Sylvia way back to about the 22-yard line.
I tell you, Timmy Mogan is on a mission tonight here so far. Defensively, Timmy Mogan is a force tonight. He comes in off that wing, all right, and boom. There's no way that Sylvia is going to outrun him. And he just throws the ball down in disgust because, again, little play action. He's doing what Butch did earlier. He's running to his weak side, and he's running backwards. So there's no way he's going to be able to square his shoulders even to throw a pass anyhow. Big loss, like 12 yards, maybe 13 yards.
The original line of scrimmage was at 35, not as near the 20s, so a loss of approximately 15. And that running play off tackle doesn't get much.
Nope.
Out near the 25.
Kaminsky and Thrasher in on the tackle there.
So that'll bring up 3rd and about, what are we talking here? 20? Yeah, about 20.
Yeah, you're gonna see nothing special here. I mean, just the plays that they're running, they can break a big one. I don't think they're going to reach into a bag of tricks. I don't think you're going to see anything really fancy here. You might just see some sort of straight handoff to Todman and watch him run.
Hingham is the wide out near side. Movement up front, and I believe it was movement should be a procedure penalty against Dartmouth.
Yeah, number 51 pulled up from his left tackle position. Chris Toole.
Wait for the official signal, and it is in fact a procedure call, and it'll move Dartmouth back another 5.
Yeah. Now the only way they're going to change their play in the huddle now is if they weren't going to do anything fancy. Now they got to go 27 yards, and they're certainly not, they're either going to try and get all of it, or they're just going to try and get better field position for the punt. You're not going to see anything in between here.
Okay, they do again send number 81, who is also...
Ball's on the ground.
Ball is picked up, trying to get around the corner, not going anywhere. Brought down, and Foxboro with good coverage there, as Sylvia had no exit.
No, his game's gotten real shaky here all of a sudden. Watch, it's a good snap. It's right off his hands. You know, he's lucky the ball bounced right back up to him, but now you got Sweden on the pitcher. All right, there goes Kaminsky, and then 78 comes in and finishes him off. So here we go. You know, again, just he was fortunate to get that ball back. Colm Donnelly was the one that made the tackle in the end there, but Sylvia's looking a little shaky right now, and he's also the punter.
And Stefan Neville stands at midfield.
Flag is down.
Awaits the punt that he feels at midfield. Trying to get around to the outside. Picking up some blocking. Gets to the 40 and out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. But we'll wait and see what the penalty flag is about.
It's either going to be procedure or it's going to be offsides on the defense. If it's offsides on us, you know, we may see them want to kick it again. If it's procedure, I think coach would be. It is. I think coach would be happy taking the ball where it's at.
And that is, in fact, what will happen. The Warriors do refuse the penalty, and we'll have a first down inside Indian territory at about the 45-yard line.
Actually, I checked that. Dance is on 37.
I'm sorry?
That's it, yep. Just heard Al Solzio call it out. That's why I know. Even with these headphones on, I can hear Al. The new speaker system we have here at the Ahern Field is fantastic.
It is, compared to the tinny speakers that we had before.
We've gone big time.
Here we go, 1st and 10, Warriors. We have a tie ball game with 7:08 to play. Soccorso straight ahead. The pile moves inside the 35 to about the 34. Gain of approximately 3 on first down.
Straight ahead drive, you know, just a power play.
Foxboro football.
Foxboro football behind that big offensive line. They worked real hard in the offseason, as always, in the weight room. And Soccorso, again, a bigger version of Timmy Mogan. I've coached both of them, and both of them are gutsy kids. I tell you, neither one of them will quit. Tim a little shorter, Luke a little taller, but both of them run very similar styles. Their leg drive never quits.
Hurtado is split wide to the left. On the near side is Joe Nixon. And an inside handoff. And all the way, Mogan is around the 25-yard line. I beg your pardon, the 30-yard line.
See, it's nice that we have options here too, Dennis, because you know a lot of people thought coming back into this year with Foxboro graduating as many seniors, especially the offensive backfield last year. Timmy Mogan's really the only kid coming back, and a lot of people might have been thinking it was all going to be Timmy Mogan this year. Well, I got news for him. You know, Brian Swan can throw the ball. He's got weapons on the outside, and Soccorso and Thrasher are going to make it real interesting too.
So it's 3rd and about 3. And to the tailback, Mogan. He's hit, falls forward. Probably will come up just a hair short of the first down.
That's going to be Soccorso again, actually. He's the deep back out of this one, and they picked up the first.
It is enough for a first down. So the Warriors get an important first down on this drive.
When they line up in this formation, you actually got Timmy Mogan playing the fullback right there. All right, and you got Simons who was playing the mid-back, and Soccorso was the deep back. Mogan, again, he's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. That kid can play fullback, he can play wingback, he can play tailback. And Simons is a definite threat, too. The kid's got speed, had a couple nice runs last week.
So it's 1st and 10 Warriors from the Indian 26-yard line. Nixon again in motion. Here's the pitch back and trying to cut outside, but spread out nicely. Good job, but a flag being thrown late.
Could be a face mask here on Dartmouth, which would be a shame because they held Mogan in check on that play.
Good pursuit, but let's see what the call is.
This is one of those tosses that's a little high, too. Watch how Timmy gets this ball kind of high. See, up over his head. And basically had to adjust to that, and then the blocking didn't get out there for him. There's Hingham, number 81, who's been very active, and also Todman, 23. Now it's either going to be unnecessary roughness. If it's not a face mask.
It is a face mask.
There it is, okay. Really unnecessary because it was 1 against 3.
Right. But it is a face mask against.
Yeah, now he's pulling up on him, too, on the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, a little extracurricular activity down there on the ground.
So that brings it all the way down to the Dartmouth 25-yard line.
Remains first down.
1st and 10, actually 1st and 5. And ball is on the field, and we'll see how it looked as if the Warriors may have been the first on the ball, but let's see.
Never a clean handoff right there.
And it is Dartmouth that comes up with the football.
Todman. So the Warriors with a golden opportunity let this one slip away. Never a clean handoff here. Not quite sure who the back was from that angle. Look again.
Yeah,
Corso maybe.
Just out of his hands, and that was it.
He didn't have the cradle there. He reached for the ball when the handoff was coming. He reached for the ball and never was tucked away securely. So Foxboro lets a great opportunity to slip away right there.
So as the game progresses here, the number 7 and number 9 ranked teams are playing a little bit sloppily here.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for Dartmouth. Here's the pitch. Here's Todman, but he hit him in the backfield.
Oh,
beautiful
man.
job by Mogan.
Oh, good.
Hit him hard and brought him down quick.
And Boss are dead, too. You can hear the pop up here. Wow. That's a nice defensive play right there. He did. Todman never gets a chance to get started here. There's Mogan. There's Bosserdet. Boom. That's where you heard the hit. When Bosserdet laid it on him.
And that's something that the Warrior defensive line hadn't been able to do early, was to get that penetration, which they're now getting.
They're getting great penetration right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see the ball go up top right now, just to try and pull the rush off a little bit.
They have a slot right, and inside handoff to who else? Todman falls forward, but he'll be well short of a first down. He's near the 25-yard line. Needs to get out to the 28.
Again, this is just that inside handoff, and he goes to the opposite side from where he's lined up. 41 is in there again. That's Barrett. Gets a piece of him, but not enough. Todman breaks his tackle.
Unbelievable athlete. Both sides of the football. Doesn't take himself out of the game.
No.
Runs just about every play.
How big is he? You got his stats right there at all? I mean, as far as size.
Yeah, Todman.
What's he listed at? 5'10", 180. You know, I mean, that's a decent-sized kid, but that's a lot of wear and tear in the course of the game to never come off that field. And he's taking wallops, you know,
So a good spot for Foxboro here. The ball's at the 25. It's 3rd and about 3. And here's the pitch. And in the backfield, able to spin away is Todman. He's still on his feet. And Foxboro with an opportunity there to catch him way back. But Todman able to elude them and get back out to close to a first down.
Now,
too bad. They had great penetration.
Bosserdet right here. Now, this is like a mixed-up play. Now, there's Bosserdet, again, with a high tackle attempt.
Right.
All right. And then just the strength of this kid. He spins away, breaks it away, you know, keeps his legs moving. This should never happen. This was a busted play almost.
Right.
Bosserdet should have had him. And then, you know, everyone kind of like takes it easy.
Right.
And they thought, you know.
Right. He had him.
Yeah. You get a little complacent sometimes. Brian's got him. We don't have to worry about it. And then the kid breaks the tackle.
I got it. I don't got it.
I don't got it.
Okay, timeout on the field. 2:44 left here in the first half. The spot is short of a first down. It will be 4th and about a yard.
Yeah, good yard right there. All right.
And so it's going to be an interesting decision here for Dartmouth. Short yardage situation on 4th down.
A little risky.
Very risky.
I mean, again, with the much time that's left.
Back at their own 29, right.
Now, if anything, they might try and draw the Warriors off sides here with some sort of like hard count. But, you know, again, to go for it here, really risky call, but I wouldn't be surprised. They have a kid that can run.
Not only that, but with as many up in the box as possible. Actually, Neville is dropping back in punt formation. Looks as if they're going to punt it away.
I wouldn't allow those ends off this ball. I wouldn't allow these ends off the ball. I'd be jamming them.
But the kick is away by
Oh,
Sylvia.
good kick, too.
Yeah, nice high spiral. Pushes Neville all the way back to his 23-yard line. cuts it to the near side,
There's
cuts
a
it
couple
around the
good blocks.
corner, and finally brought out of bounds. Not before he gets across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. Good run back there by Stephen Neville.
That ball was probably a 40-yard punt easily. That was up there, had hang time.
With the wind.
Yeah.
That wind really does make a difference when the ball gets up.
Neville,
high.
playing like he does in baseball as a center fielder, just basically backpedaled, came down with it, and got a couple good blocks on his sideline. And it's difficult, too, for those kids coming back to block because it's easy for them to hit somebody from behind. They did a nice job of staying in front of the defenders and getting a piece of them to allow Neville to pick up about 15, 20 yards on that return.
So the Warriors have 2 minutes and 31 seconds with which to do something here before the expiration of the first half. 7-7. And here's Mogan straight ahead, out across, and still on his feet. Finally, forward progress stopped at about the 47, 48-yard line.
The corners for Dartmouth are playing way up, too. You can see, look at the screen here. The corners are way up.
Right.
Neville can get behind him with a little move.
Middle of the field looks wide open also.
Yeah, it does. Sylvia, I tell you, both sides of the ball for that young man, too, but they're playing with a single safety. Here's what I'm talking about, a pass.
And the ball again is on the field.
It is. It is turnover.
Unbelievable.
Number 74 for them, Ryan Andrew comes up with a turnover here. Butchie Swan just loses the handle on this ball. A blitz looks like. Yeah. 88 knocked the ball loose.
Gotta eat it. Gotta eat it. Very sloppy here in the late going of the first half. And these don't look like two top 10 teams right now.
No, Arthur Fontaine was the one who knocked the ball loose out of Butch Swanton's hands. And basically a big play right now because it gives Dartmouth great field position with just under 2 minutes to go.
1st and 10 from the Foxboro 39. Sylvia back to throw, looking far side, has a man. Good defensive play.
That's offensive pass interference. You got away with that there. Joey Nixon on the receiver with good coverage. That was Fontaine that they were thrown to. You'll see a little bit of a push off here. Nice pass protection.
Kind of both going for the ball.
Actually, number 80 was the receiver. I thought it was 88. Justin Mello.
So it brings up 2nd and 10 from the
by Joey
Foxboro 39-yard line. Same formation that we've seen. Again, Sylvia looking to throw. Throws on the far side. Pass complete. And run out of bounds immediately. But it was complete. I think this time
Fontaine.
it is 88.
Yeah, it is Fontaine there. And that was a one-handed grab. Very nice athletic move on his part.
So the ball will be marked at the 30. So that's going to leave them about a yard short of a first down.
He comes from the opposite side. He's the left end. He comes underneath.
Nice one-handed
Yeah,
catch.
very nice. And they stretches ahead there trying to get the first down. He released from the left side. Nobody picked him up. They ran 2 receivers to the right side. Took care of the defensive backs over there, keeping them busy. He come across. That's a linebacker's responsibility.
3rd and about 1 from the Foxboro 29. And on the handoff,
he's going to get it.
That'll be plenty for a first down for the Indians. So that this drive will continue. And the clock stops as the sticks move with 1:32 left here, first quarter.
Yeah, I believe because we're the home team, we're probably playing by Hawkmock League rules, which would be 5 timeouts per half. I'm not sure what they get in the old Colony League, but we get 5 in the Hawk. So if that's the case, Dartmouth has a couple to spare still.
1st and 10 from the Foxboro 25, rolling left, looking downfield, has a man, but just out of the reach of number 43 is Nick Peckingill, intended receiver. Was open, but it was a kind of a cover 2 situation there.
Yeah, it was, and it was good pressure. Good pressure by the Warrior front. You see Sylvia rolls out. There's Mogan. Mogan actually sheds the block a little bit of Todman. That's a wobbling pass.
Wounded duck.
Yeah, it was. Matada and Neville both back in coverage for the Warriors on that play.
Minute 15 left here, first half. 2nd and 10, Indians from the Foxboro 25.
You might see blitz here. They're coming.
Here's the pitch. Todman with room up the middle. He's on his feet. He's inside the 10 and will go in pretty much untouched. Great blocking. And he followed it and got all the way through. And Foxboro, unfortunately, after having the miscues, will find themselves trailing at the end of the first half.
They catch Foxboro on a blitz here. And basically, once he breaks that wall, he's gone. All right. Again, broken arm tackles. The moves, he's got guys, 3 Warriors run into each other right there. The kid is everything he was billed to be. Phenomenal.
And the stamina, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Point after is good. So with 1:07 left here, first half, the Warriors trail Dartmouth by a score of 14-7, which in the second quarter here has been pretty much a comedy of errors.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Yeah, you know, prior to that run rate there, we'd gotten a stat a little while ago that Todman only had 74 yards. Now he had 54 on that first drive. So in the second quarter, we pretty much bottled him up until that play right there. You know, again, his athleticism is remarkable in his vision, too, because he saw the seam. He makes those moves. He had guys missing him. They were diving at him. Nobody could get him.
If they're going to blitz like that, they really do have to shadow him.
Yeah.
Put somebody on him.
Yeah. It's just a missed assignment there. And again, they guess right. We guess wrong. And, you know, the end result is a touchdown. But, you know, plenty of time. So we got a minute to go and a good return here. We did have a good return off their first kickoff. So we got a chance. We're not done here with 1:07 to go and a few timeouts.
Flag on the near side. Mogan in the middle. And 30.
And number 9 out there for us?
Yeah, that's Joe Clegg on the near side.
Okay, yeah, that's probably Siccorso on the opposite side. Yep.
Okay. And Sylvia to kick it away. High spiral, fielded by Mogan at his own 7. Straight ahead, follows the wedge. He's out across the 25 to about the 27-yard line, where the Warriors will start 1st and 10.
Not a bad return by Tim again, right up the middle.
And I said spiral, meant end over end. First football game in a while, Doug, you know?
Yeah, well, got to get the rust off, Dennis.
That's it. That's it. You still got that puckhead mentality.
Yeah, well, we missed you last week, too. I mean, Frank and I were lost for words, if you can believe that.
Well, if you're relying on me for words, you're in trouble.
It's your tone. It's your tone. You bring a calm to the storm here. And Frank and I get a little excited. We get spit over the microphones. And, you know, we're bumping each other and stuff like that. And
yeah, I get a kick out of Frank when pretty much any play, regardless of what it is, it's can we see that again? Can we see that again? Let's have another look at that.
I think on his tombstone it's going to say, "Can I see that again?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I wanted to see it again.
Well, you know what? I got to be honest. The technology that we have available to us through Cable 8 is just it's like second to none. This is almost like professional
we're going to
television.
Say it is professional.
It
television.
is. I mean, we get this new flat screen monitor here that's mounted kind of nice. Last week it was down on the table here. Now it's mounted. We can move it around. We can flip channels and catch the Sox Yankees highlights in between plays if we want.
Don't give that away. All right, 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Warriors inside handoff. Again, the ball is on the field.
There's a penalty flag as well. That's a mix-up there in that play.
What do you attribute this to, Doug? I mean, you know, this is so uncharacteristic of both teams. I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, I think this was meant to be some sort of like counterplay, and Simons basically looks like he ran straight instead of coming across for the inside handoff.
Because they had pressure. They had 3 guys coming through.
Yeah, and we got the ball back. Maybe we did.
Yeah, we did. Lost back inside the 30, about the 29. Second, we'll call it 13. clock is running with inside 25 seconds. And following straight ahead, the Warriors probably then will let this quarter and the half end as it stands right now with Dartmouth 14 and Foxboro 7.
Yeah, that'd be advisable here. There's no sense in because we're a little sloppy right now. We're a little out of sync. So
a little.
To put the ball in the air or anything like that would be haphazard at this point in time.
So time has expired on the first half with the score: Dartmouth Indians 14, Foxboro 7, and I have to say that preseason Globe poll having Foxboro 7, Dartmouth 9, and to see the way that these offenses, both sides, have performed here, they've looked anything but like top 10 teams.
Yeah. They've had their opportunities, and just when things are going good, they give it away. So it has been sloppy. They're not protecting the ball either side. Defenses have made plays when they've had to sometimes, but then just when you think you got somebody pinned in, you see something like that last touchdown run. So it'll be an interesting second half, especially after Coach has a chance to talk to his Warriors.
Yeah, but it's not. It's been fundamental football that's really created the problems on a pitch. Or eating the football when you're going to be sacked. Yeah. It's just something that should be second, nature to these players at this stage. Yeah. And I don't know if it's the significance of this game or the special attention that the team has received during the week, but not playing up to snuff. What would you say to the team, Doug?
Well, basically what I'd tell them is hey, forget about that first half. I mean, that's over and done with. There's nothing you can change. We do get the ball to start the second half.
Right.
Okay. So what we got to do is we got to sustain a drive. And again, similar to after Dartmouth scored that first touchdown, you and I said the important thing here is not necessarily answering with a touchdown, but moving the ball and getting some momentum. So they got to establish that. I think we did a good job, really, in the second quarter of bottling up Todman. The adjustments were really nice. Sylvia, I don't know what happened to him. He just started making all kinds of mental mistakes. But I would tell the boys, this game is far from over, but we can't keep giving the ball away. We can't keep missing our chances. If we get a good drive going, we got to finish it off.
Yeah, that second touchdown on a fumble recovery in Foxboro territory, and Tolman did the rest.
Yeah.
So here we are at the end of first half, and we'll turn it over to the Foxboro High School Marching Band and Color Guard for the halftime festivities, and we'll see you with second half action after the festivities.
By senior drum majors Caitlin O'Brien and Jenny Greenleaf. This year's show is entitled Taking It to the Streets and features 3 eclectic dance tunes by 3 different American composers. The first is the show title song, Taking It to the Streets, by Michael McDonald, which is a classic American pop tune originally recorded by the Doobie Brothers. The second selection is a swing-era dance tune, Hey Pachuco, by Edwin Nichols, which features the entire percussion section as well as trumpet soloist Matt Muirhead. And the final selection is entitled Sonoran Desert Holiday by Ron Nelson. This music is based on Native American and Mexican American folk dance traditions from the American West. Please welcome the 2007 Foxboro High School Marching Band.
1, 2, 3, go!
Foxboro Warrior Marching Band. How about a big hand for the Foxboro Marching Band as they pass and review. Please direct your attention to the 50-yard line for the Foxboro Warrior cheerleaders.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. We're just about ready for second half action. Dartmouth Indians out ahead of the Foxboro Warriors, 14-7. I'll excuse us. Yeah, here we have some stats compiled and pretty even. And well, rushing yards, you figure with Todman.
There.
Yeah.
I would have thought we would have had more than 29 yards, but again, the couple hits for loss and then the fumbles, stuff like that. But I would have thought we had more than 29 yards. But
5 turnovers between the teams in the first half.
Yeah, the big 3 for Foxboro right there is the one that doesn't.
So while the last one was the killer.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens, what adjustments have been made here for the second half. Hopefully both teams can hold on to football.
Yeah, still wondering earlier on, next time I see Coach, I'm going to talk to him about that play in the first half of the touchdown, the parent touchdown pass to Matata was never allowed. I mean, Coach gets animated at times, but he's not one to constantly yell at an official. And he was heated, and there was a flag thrown, which then subsequently wasn't marked off. There was no pass interference, and on all that they said it's an illegal formation. Well, if that was the case, the flag should have been dropped at the line of scrimmage. The flag was thrown down in the corner of the end zone, so there was something a little funky there. But all in all, again, sloppy first half. We're still in a ball game. We get the ball and start the second half. Good things can happen.
And the captains will once again meet at midfield.
We were entertained there at halftime. The band, who did not play last week, were here tonight, and boy, they were blasting. They sounded really good, and we are just being blown away up here in the booth with the sound. It was fantastic. And then the cheerleaders followed it up with a very nice routine as well. So, good halftime entertainment.
Yeah, it never seems the Warriors lose too much to graduation, and it never seems like the band loses too much to graduation.
They never do. I tell you, it's a fantastic system through our school system all the way up. And we lost Leslie Kasang this past year. She finished up, moved out to California. She was a wonderful person, a fantastic teacher.
Yep.
My daughter was in chorus with her for a few years, and she certainly enjoyed her. And the kids learned a lot from that lady.
Right. My daughter as well, right?
Yeah, she's class all the way.
Yes, she was, or is.
Is right. Was in the sense that we lost her, is in the sense that she is that type of person.
Correct. But going to California ain't all bad.
No, especially with these New England winters we get once in a while. So
don't start. God.
Yeah, we're blessed with a beautiful night tonight. I got to tell you, it's a great football weather night, and the field looks super. Once again, we mentioned that last week. Credit to Mike O'Leary and the staff, the highway department guys who work down here as well, and Kevin Corliss. Dennis Brolin from STS, I know, is a consultant, does some work down here. Field looks better every year, and really, the only downside is it's not located at the high school, where they can come right out of their locker rooms and everything else. But it's a great facility. The Touchdown Club works real hard.
Improvements every year.
Every year, yeah. We're going to interview some of those people later this year down at the concession stand. They got full force people working. I've already been told that they are looking for a freezer this year.
Here we go.
On their wish list, yes. So any of you supporters out there, if you wish to remain anonymous, you can contact Tony Hadge or Sue Corso, and feel free to drop off a little freezer outside the teepee with a bow on it. They would be much appreciative of it. So.
One little tidbit of Hockomock news. Of course, none of the Hockomock teams have entered their league schedule as yet. But I found it interesting. I saw a score that Canton gave Quincy quite a spanking, 28-7 or something like that. So it's possible that the Canton football program is making its way back.
Yeah, that would raise an eyebrow just alone, because Canton has really fallen on hard times the last few years. Once a powerhouse in the late 70s and early 80s, basically just decimated by population shifts, kids going to private schools. But it would be nice to see them bounce back a little bit, make the league a little more balanced. Sharon's only suiting up, I guess, about 27 kids from what I read, though, too, which is a sad situation.
Sylvia kicks it away, end over end. Mogan in the middle. 15, 20. It gets a block, gets across the 25, and bowls his way all the way across the 40-yard line. great effort there by Mogan.
Yeah. Tim's had 3 good kickoff returns tonight, and they continue to kick it to him, and he continues to run it back. So full head of steam on his part, good blocking. Nice return. He fielded that inside the 10, so that was a good 30-plus yard return.
About 15 of which he got on his own.
Absolutely.
So the Warriors begin the second half, their first possession in good field position at their own 43. They trail in the ball game by a score of 14-7. Opening possession of the second half. High formation for the Warriors to begin. Swanton to the tailback. Mogan met immediately. Is the ball on the field again? No, they're just celebrating the fact that they tied him up.
They're shooting the gaps. We were talking at halftime with Tommy Ferrier from Mansfield, a very knowledgeable football guy, and basically he says that he sees Dartmouth doing a lot of blitzing, and they're shooting the gaps, and we got to cool them Jets down over there on their part, because even Swanton, the last 2 times he's dropped back to pass, he's had no time whatsoever. So again, the offense got to make an adjustment.
Good place for a screen.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah. And here's one immediately to the near side. Neville trying to break loose, but gets nowhere.
Yeah, Todman brought him down.
So it'll make it third, a loss on that play to about the 41.5-yard line. Third and about 12. Opening possession here in the second half for the Warriors, and they're not making any progress after great run back on the opening kickoff by Mogan.
Yeah, on that play there, I mean, that's just a quick out, and he has nobody out there blocking. But Dartmouth's corners are rolled right up. I mentioned this earlier, too. You see, there's Todman right there, number 80. I'll get his name in a second, but they're rolled up.
To the tailback, it's Mogan.
Yeah.
Straight ahead, but only to about the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
at about the 44. So 4th and long, Warriors forced a punt.
Yeah, well, they wasted a good start there with field position. Mogan tried to run behind Jake Walsh there. Here it is, just going behind Walsh and Colm Donnelly. And there's just a small hole there, not much. You see Donnelly driving this guy out of there, but it's the people behind him that are making the tackle. So penetration by Dartmouth was real good on this series.
Warriors haven't done much to force them to get those 8 guys out of the blocks.
No. And, you got Mr. Excitement back there.
Who will get the ball. Murtado just got it away. Fielded on the far side at about the 25-yard line, out across the 40. He's got some blocking, cuts it in the middle, and brought down by Thrasher, but not till he gets into Foxboro territory.
He's coming up limping a little bit.
At about the 45, so
he's limping.
He is limping.
Thrasher took his leg right out.
Great open field tackle. Nobody could get near him.
Look at this speed. Now he kicks it into another gear right here, and Thrasher's going to get him good right on the shin, I think, on the knee.
And there you see it. Doesn't look anything.
Doesn't look that serious.
No, it doesn't.
He just outruns the coverage.
Quite an athlete.
Yep.
So Dartmouth with their first possession of the second half in great field position. Foxborough 38-yard line. Sylvia back to throw across the middle, and it's picked off. Murtada able to get it back out across the 30. So Ali Murtada with a big play on the pick on the first play of this possession for Dartmouth.
Did I tell you about his leaping ability? Here's a prime example. Now see, with Todman out of the game, they changed their offense. Murtada was up there.
Yep.
And if he hadn't stumbled, he actually had a couple guys out in front of him. He would have got a nice little return out of that. But again, with Todman on the sidelines, okay, they immediately changed their play strategy. Todman's back in now on defense, however. But you see Sylvia put the ball up, and he just threw it up for grabs. So we get the ball back. We're fortunate there. We ducked the bullet.
From the eye. 1st and 10 Warriors. Draw play. This is Mogan. Follows his blocking nicely. He's out across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. Gain of 9 on first down.
Nice. Sort of like a little trap play right here.
Good blocking up front there by the offensive line. Nice big hole.
Yep.
He wasn't touched. He wasn't touched until the end. Right.
Yeah, Timmy read that very well. You see the line blocking down right there.
they keep that up, they'll be in shape.
Pete Dalton, the center, made a nice block to spring him initially.
About a yard for a first down, second, and a yard from their own 40. And again to Mogan, the tailback. And he cuts it inside. He's met and stopped, but he'll have enough for a first down.
Yeah, they ran weak side that time. They were showing strong right with the split receivers, and they just basically ran to the weak side where Mogan was able to pick up the first down. Took a little bit of a pop, but Timmy protects the ball very well.
So the sticks will move, and the Warriors will go 1st and 10 from their own 42. Clock is moving in the third quarter. Just about 7.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Warriors trail by a touchdown, 14-7.
All right, we see Matata coming wide to our side now.
Again from the I formation, and again to the tailback, straight ahead. Met head on this time, and gain of only a couple for Mogan on that try.
Dennis, some of the things that were mentioned in the newspaper as well, they talked about size versus speed. They emphasizing Foxboro's size and Dartmouth's speed, but it's been pretty even down there. Again, wow, Mogan takes a shot right there. Number 74 come up and fill the hole.
Sure did.
And again, we're not necessarily winning the battle of the trenches. Their D line looks as big as our offensive line.
Ryan Andrews, 74, 6'2", 210.
Yeah, that's a big kid.
And rolling near side, Swant looking downfield. Has a man, Murtada, complete at the 45.
He's going to get first down. He had forward progress.
Right. Ball will be spotted just around the 45-yard line, perhaps the 46. But that will be another Foxborough first down.
You got Matata as the out guy, and Neville's in the slot. And Butch does a nice job rolling out here. But you know what? I think a lot of attention gets paid to Neville because everyone knows he's a deep threat. He's certainly the fastest warrior on the team. All right? You just see good blocking here. Nicky Thrasher's out in front. You got Timmy Mogan there to help out. Matata just runs a little curl out. All right? Comes back to the ball. And this is what he does really good. He tries to spin it back up towards the middle now. Couldn't get away. But that's how he scored his touchdown last week.
So here we go, 1st and 10. Warriors inside Dartmouth territory. Neville in motion. Again to the tailback, Mogan, with some blocking. Through into the secondary.
There he goes.
Still on his feet. Second effort. And Mogan just about on his own will. And you had mentioned before, Doug, he is on a mission.
He is.
And you can see it right there. Inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 Warriors.
This is primetime Timmy Mogan right here. Look at this. He gets great blocking initially, then breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle. That was Todman to try to strip him, all right? And what I like right here is you got downfield blocking still taking place. And here goes. Right here you see Thrasher with a good hit on the linebacker. This Timmy, legs driving, strength. The young man just dedicated himself in that weight room, and this is the result. This is his payday right there. And look, there's Jimmy Kaminsky all the way downfield, 63. He's going to turn around and say, hey, ref, what the heck? Well, you know what? You're involved in football, son. The whistle hadn't blown yet. Procedure, while we were yapping here, procedure call against the Warriors.
It'll bring it back to about the 34-yard line, so 1st and 15 for the Warriors.
Again, a series of mistakes here for both squads tonight. If it's not a turnover, it's an inopportune penalty every once in a while. Just when a good play takes place, you get backed up a little bit. So you got to get that back and then some.
Neville again in motion. I formation. Again to the tailback, Mogan. He's hit early this time and brought down, and doesn't get much at all on first down. So it'll bring up 2nd and long, about 13 or 14, depending on the mark.
Yeah, Dartmouth did a good job of filling the gaps that time. We got 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Still seems to me to be a very conservative game plan offensively for the Warriors.
I think they're still trying to find their identity, though, Dennis.
Rolling near side, throwing, complete.
Murtada again.
Knocked out of bounds is Murtada.
He's going to get about 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, he'll be close to the original line of scrimmage.
He's kind of like Matada's kind of like the forgotten guy as far as the defense is concerned. Again, because they're paying a lot of attention to Neville. Butch does a good job here with a hand in his face. you know, all he pays a price, and then he knocks the referee over in the process. Again, similar to the last time, it's just a sprint out pass. Nicky Thrasher with a good block there. Matata coming back to the ball, and that curl gets driven out of bounds, knocks the sideline official, took a tumble on that play too. So
okay, 3rd and long here. Warriors just back to the original line of scrimmage, basically dropping straight back. Pass across the middle and knocked out of the hands of Murtada. I guess they're letting the defenders say it looked like he got hit a little bit early there. Defender was Nick Pettingill, number 43.
Not bad pass protection. The blitz gets picked up by Thrasher right there. He throws into triple coverage, though. Dartmouth does a real nice job of getting back on this play. And again, this is maybe where the little screen thing would work out really good here, I think.
They do need to loosen it up. Good blocking, as you mentioned, though, Doug. So we're 4th down here. The Warriors are going, dropping straight
blitz
back.
Again.
And it looks like he'll have enough for another Foxboro 1st down. Nice call on 4th down, and there's the screen we've been talking about.
Yeah, took advantage of the blitz. Played right into Dartmouth's hands right there. Dartmouth wanted to run the blitz. Here they come. The Warriors, excellent middle screen setup. All right, Mogan reading his blockers. You see Jakey Walsh out there. You see Kaminsky. Oh, Kaminsky just leveled that guy. Oh, what a sweet block.
Makes you wonder what took so long.
Well, it's a chess match, I suppose, but
1st and 10 Warriors from the Dartmouth 17. Neville in motion. Swanton to the tailback. Mogan. Flag on the play. Mogan goes nowhere.
Yeah, probably a hold right here.
Flag on the play.
That came in real quick from the umpire, so usually in the area of holding on the offense.
By the time he threw the flag, it didn't even seem like there was enough time for there to be a hold.
I know.
He's got his hands on his hips. Is it going offside? We'll wait for the explanation here. It's going to be stepped off against Foxboro. It is holding. Nice call, Coach.
Yep. It was quick, though, like you said.
Yeah, the ball had just been snapped.
Maybe right here. I think it might be the guy who's blocking that's Walsh blocking number 50. I think that's they threw it. It didn't really look like much of a hold to me.
Sure did not. But it's a 10-yard penalty. 1st and 20 for the Warriors. Again, looking long. And this is Neville on the near sideline. And a jump ball falls incomplete. And Neville covered very closely there by Todman.
Ball was underthrown. Neville had a step on Todman, which is hard to believe in itself. But Butch has a little bit of time. All right. The ball's just slightly underthrown. It looks like a good pass, but it's not out there enough. And you can't give Todman time to react. The kid's too quick.
And Murtada behind was left open, and he threw into double coverage on Neville. There you see on the left-hand side, Murtada has no attention at all.
Yeah, I got to admit, Dartmouth is impressed me with their ability to drop back because they're up tight. The corners are up tight. They're playing with a single safety. Yet every time Foxboro goes into a pass play, it seems like there's 5 guys back in coverage. I mean, we've already seen a couple interceptions. We've seen a couple plays broken up. They do a real nice job getting back. They're disguising it well, I guess is what it is. A nice shot of the band.
So here we go, 2nd and 20. Ball on the Dartmouth 25-yard line. And here's a sweep coming around. It is Neville. He cuts it back inside, but he's wrapped up there, and will end up with little or no gain, perhaps a couple.
Yeah. Coach Badiri reaching into the bag of tricks right there. We saw this last week as well, where he brings Neville off the flank. Right here, you'll see Neville in motion, and then you got a couple guys pulling. Again, Kaminsky 57. He has Thrasher out in front of him too, but Sylvia, gets a wallop in at the end there as Neville's stood up.
We've seen Dartmouth with good pursuit laterally
Yeah.
on a couple of plays.
We're going to timeout here now for the Warriors. Yeah, again, that goes back to what I was saying a couple of minutes ago about what was prelude to the game. They were talking size against speed. And, you know, Foxboro does have some speed, there's no doubt about it. But the quickness on Dartmouth, Todman alone is a unique individual. But some of these other kids, the closing speed on them is very, very impressive. But they are big. They're big. I don't see where the size difference was being discussed, because as far as I'm concerned, this number 88 kid is a monster out there for them. He's 6'5", 245, Arthur Fontaine. You know, that's a big boy. A little confusion now as to who called the timeout. Well, the referee is going to award it to Foxboro.
So they break huddle. They have a third down situation, 3rd and 20.
You got to get a little bit closer even, I think, if we want to get inside Matata's field goal range.
Neville was split to the near side. Short drop. This is looking for Neville, but overthrows him. Neville looking for a flag, saying he was impeded, but none forthcoming.
No, nothing there.
So it'll bring up a 4th down situation here for the Warriors, and quarterback Butch Swanton comes to the sidelines to talk it over. Very conservative offensive game plan to me, Doug.
Yeah. Again,
which is not surprising for Foxboro, but
no, they're still filling themselves out. Again, their identity, a lot of new faces this year. Other than Bullard,
you haven't seen an underneath route. I mean, we saw
tight end hasn't been used yet either.
That's true. And earlier in the game, we saw the middle was wide open.
Yeah. I mean, again, if they're going to run these guys off, that screen worked the last time. A tight end releasing here could work real well, too.
Across the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where Moorshit was effective last year a few times.
That's right. Exactly. So here we go, 4th and 20. Mixing the motion man. Short drop, going for the end zone again, and this one's going to be picked off in the end zone.
He's actually going to spot him on about the 1-inch line.
Really? Huh?
Yeah.
That momentum carried him into the end zone. Well, we can.
I mean, it's
certainly going to make a long field.
This is up for grabs. We've run like this play 3 times in the series.
Right. Not even close. How can they call that?
Well, you know, his momentum was carrying him into the end zone. There's no doubt about it. I think the rule change in the pros is that, you know, if he's leaning back like that, they're going to put it at the 20. The young man was smart. He actually would have knocked the ball down in the first place.
Right.
You know, don't even take a chance.
Down, right.
4th down play, you know, they'll have the ball out around the 23, 25-yard line. So where he wasn't going to be able to get a return on it, there's no sense in intercepting other than trying to get a stat.
Right.
You know.
Which is probably, well, you know, see ball, catch ball.
Yeah, that's it. We'll give it to him from that part.
So the Warriors, as a result of that drive, come up empty, but will have their opponents have a long field, and dragging his way out all the way across the 10-yard line is Sylvia on his own.
This is the first time in the entire game that he's taken this snap under center. All right, the first time in the entire game he's done that. All right, obviously you're in a dangerous situation if you're in a shotgun and you're already standing in your end zone. Todman was just a decoy back there.
Excellent play to get them out of danger. And give them some breathing room all the way out to the Foxboro 12, which is enough for first down. So 1st and 10 from the Dartmouth 12-yard line. We're down to about 2.5 minutes left here, 3rd quarter. And again from the shotgun. And again, here's Todman. And Todman breaks through.
Another 10 yards.
Yeah, brought down across the 25, about the 26. But it'll be enough for another Dartmouth first down.
Todman's grabbing at his leg again. We've seen this play several times. Just the inside handoff. And he goes off tackle, and Kaminsky brings him down.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, stop me if you can.
Yeah.
And thus far, the Warriors haven't been able to.
He is being helped off the field, though. So,
this would be a major change.
It would be. I mean, on that punt return, he took a shot on the leg from Thrasher making the tackle. Now Kaminsky basically just had a good grip on both his legs as he went down. So if he's got a bruise of some sort, it's certainly aggravated right there.
Looks like cramp.
That could be as well.
So the measurement shows that it is another Dartmouth first down. Ball is spotted just outside the Indian 20-yard line, about the 21. This drive started back on about their 1-inch line after that interception.
I think you'll see Sylvia keeping the ball here. He won't do anything like the last time he put the ball in the air. I think they're just going to try and buy some time until Todman can get back in the game.
Joining him in the backfield, I believe it's
12,
and staying on his feet and able to break a couple of tackles is Sylvia. So this is really a two-man show, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a two-headed dragon. You know, like I said, I predicted this play. I didn't think you'd see any handoff, any pass. Sylvia is athletic himself. He gets a little airborne there. Took a chance. Tada brings him down. Now Todman checks back into the game.
Albeit limping.
Yeah, him limping is still pretty darn quick, I bet. So dangerous. And you got a short down situation there. You got 2nd and 5. It's a nice little gain by Sylvia.
It was a nice gain getting them out of danger from being backed up on their own goal line. So Dartmouth has done a good job with a long field and continues the drive. And again, here's the pitch, and Todman gets outside, and the ball looked like it was loose, but not. And
number 80 was the one that came up with that. Justin Mello.
Forward progress out to the 35, which will be this will be enough for another first down.
Yeah, there's nothing fancy about this.
No.
If the Warriors would get a little penetration, they would have a chance to nail him in the backfield. Brian Bossedette knocks the ball loose. Joey Nixon couldn't get there fast enough, and Justin Mello comes up with it. So that's a timeout we got called here with just under a minute left in the third quarter.
Impressive drive here by Dartmouth as they come out of their own goal line, basically.
We got
18 carries for 118 yards is the word from our crack statistician Frank McDowell down in the truck. And we thank him for that, as well as the rest of the crew. Stellar camera work, as usual. So Foxboro hard pressed to stop the Todman-Sylvia Express. And they continue as they have another first down here out at their own 35-yard line. Just under a minute to play here, third quarter. Warriors need a break. Although both teams have, well, certainly Dartmouth has taken better care of the ball here in the second half.
Todman's still, like you said, gimping a little bit there, but, you know, I don't know if any of that's show just to deceive him.
Here's Sylvia on a keeper.
There's the ball.
In the field, and Foxboro
may have it.
Looked like a Foxboro player who fell on it first.
There's enough blue shirts around that ball.
And that may be the break that the Warriors need.
Here we go. Basically, he's running.
It is Foxboro.
He's running the option here. And again,
basically the same thing that happened before.
Kaminsky knocks that ball loose out of Sylvia's hands. And then you see, number 8, 93 for the Warriors jumps in on that foul. Matata's in it. 93 is Joe Bresci.
There it is, pot.
Yeah, Timmy Mogan had it for a brief second into his hands, and he squirts out. Here's Bresci jumping in. Mogan fights his way back in, and you see Neville squirms in there too. So Warriors get a break with another turnover.
With possession in Indian territory at the 36. First and 10, Mogan goes nowhere. Hit immediately. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So to bring it 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Actually a loss of a yard on that play. clock is moving. We're down to about a half a minute here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think what Foxboro needs to do maybe here is some sort of counterplay, Dennis. I mean, we're running straight ahead. They're filling the gaps pretty good. Our surge isn't there like it was in the second quarter. And you're relying a lot on your running backs to get yardage on their own. Right now, you cross them up with a little trap play or a counter, you might see some positive yardage.
So this will be the final play of the third quarter. Neville in motion. And back to throw is Swanton. Again, throwing down deep up, and it's a jump ball that's knocked away. And how many times have we seen that tonight?
Too many times.
So lack of imagination on the part of the Foxboro offensive game plan here has really hurt the Warriors. You know, if it ain't working, you got to try something else.
Right here down in the lower part of your screen is Alex Price, the tight end. He basically tries to cut block. All right, that's almost should have been a penalty. We had two guys going after the kid's knees. One's engaged, the other one hit him. But in any case, we're forcing the ball downfield, like you said. We're making it a jump ball situation. As athletic as our receivers are, they're still going up against a kid that's 6'2" back there.
Triple coverage.
And triple coverage, that's right. In the meantime, Alex Price is down here, and he has yet to release to go out into the pattern. I got a feeling he'll be open if they do.
Third and about 9. There's a half a second showing on the clock here for the third quarter. And straight ahead running here, Socorso with a decent hole. Gets down to the 30-yard line. He'll be short of a first down. And that'll be the final play of the third quarter. So it'll bring up a fourth down situation for the Warriors to begin the fourth quarter.
You get a little bit of change up there because Thrasher, I don't think he has a carry tonight. And when you see Socorso come into the game, defense should be key right there that he's a runner. Nicky Thrasher, he's in there. I'm saying like Mogan's getting the ball. All right. Good power surge here. You know, get some block in there. This home Donnelly, whatever. He actually held on that play. He reached out for that block. He's lucky he didn't get called for that. But Socorso's a good, strong, straight-ahead runner. But he's in the game. There's a good chance he's going to get the ball. Thrasher's in the game. He has yet to touch the ball. Key on Mogan. I think if anything, Thrasher's in there. Give him the ball one of these times and see if he mixes them up.
And I think we've only seen one play-action fake the whole night.
There hasn't been a lot of time for Swando, too, in all fairness, to try and develop something like that. The time he has had a little bit of time to throw the ball, he's been on a rollout with his backs leading him for blocking. The blitzing and the penetration of Dartmouth's front four, front five has been pretty good, especially this half.
Down that way.
They look a little fresh out there, too. I mean, other than, Todman, who for apparent reasons would be wiped out at this point in time, some of those other players look pretty fresh in the white shirts.
Neither Todman nor Sylvia seem to any worse for wear. Yeah, but here we go. Fourth down and about 4 for the Warriors. And the give is to the up back. No, I'm sorry.
Mogan, he's got first down.
And Mogan, again, wills his way through and is finally stopped at about the 21-yard line. But it'll be another Foxboro first down. And Tim Mogan is just a bear out there tonight.
This play has worked the few times that they've used it. They've gone with a power I triple back set. And the deep guy here this time is Timmy Mogan, and he's following the blocks of both Socorso and Thrasher. And then look at the leg drive. Look at that. That's phenomenal, you know. And again, the two Sylvia and Todman are the two guys here to tackle.
So from the 22, again, same formation. Again, this is Mogan, and a big hole opened up there. He's all the way down about the 15-yard line. A gain of about 6 on first down. Warriors will take that.
Again, staying with the same play. All right. This time your back's going opposite directions, and Mogan finds a nice hole on the left side. All right. We got some momentum.
Second and about 3. And again, same formation that's worked so far on the previous 2 tries. And again, doesn't work quite as well this time.
He's going to be close to a first down, though. He may be a half a yard short.
We'll wait for the spot.
Maybe a yard, okay.
It is about a yard.
We're going to call a timeout and bring the chains out, though, I think. They're looking at it. Are you going to bring the chains out, or what are we going to do here, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Here we go.
Not even close, really.
It's our chain crew extraordinaire. Nice shot. He is a yard short. Solid yard. I wouldn't change anything here, though. I'd stay in that same formation. You know, we seem to have some momentum with it. At least we're getting a straight ahead surge.
Right.
You know, good time right now. Even hit the up back. The first guy in that inline there, who is Thrasher.
You want to get on that side of it.
I honestly don't think that they are focusing on Thrasher at all here.
And here we go. 4th and about a yard. Actually, it's 3rd, I'm sorry. And again, Mogan.
Look at the leg drop.
Wills his way down inside the 5-yard line. He's plenty for a first down, and the Warriors 1st and goal. And what a performance tonight by Tim Mogan.
Dennis, this kid is a warrior in every sense of the word. Look at this. He is fighting 5-6 guys right there. His line gave him enough for the first down. Then it was all Timmy Mogan after that. Just incredible effort on his part.
1st and goal from about the 5. And
he's not down yet. Look at him. He's still going. There's no whistle.
I don't know if the ball was on the field. People pointing.
No. He never touched the ground. He never touched the ground. He was on top of a pile of bodies there, and you know, and he's not down. See, he's not down. You're gonna see a little headbutt coming here at the end, right there.
Yeah.
That's a little unnecessary right there. Can't catch a number on that young man, but he's lucky he got away with that.
So it's 2nd and goal from about the 2. Same formation that has been successful here for the Warriors. And there's a flag on the play. And the touchdown.
Mogan's in, but
probably will be brought back.
We're going to wait and see what the outcome of this flag is.
It's probably against the Warriors.
Defense offside.
Defensive offside. All right. So the Warriors are an extra point away from tying this up, basically on the back of Tim Mogan.
Yeah. There you go. Timmy had about 6 straight carries there. Picked up all that yardage. Again, following the lead blocks of both Thrasher and Soccorso, the line really stepped it up in that last couple carries as well. So good positive stuff there for these kids.
Yeah, we've been following Todman real closely. I don't know, Frank, if you get any stats on Mogan. Here's the point after, up and good. And so with 8:46 left here in the ball game, we have a tie score at 14.
Yeah, and I tell you, Ali Matata is almost like automatic, but I got to admit I had a couple butterflies in my stomach right there because I'm just saying too many things have gone wrong.
No such thing as automatic.
No such thing as automatic. There's a good shot of us up here in the booth. You know, I am wearing my Foxboro Superfan T-shirt tonight, and
thank you, Frank. 21 carries for 107 yards
for Timmy Mogan.
Unofficially for Tim Mogan. So Mogan over 100 yards and scoring the tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
Around the 20.
As I was saying, I'm wearing my Superfan T-shirt. One of the items that the Booster Club is selling this year. For a short $12, you get one of these really nice-looking blue and gold shirts. It's like a mock takeoff of the Boston College Eagles Superfan shirts. So if anybody's interested, we got a couple home games coming up still. One next week. Stop by on your way in the gate and pick one up.
So Murtada to kick it away. Back deep on the near side is Todman. On the far side, it looks like it's the same. Here's a squib kick that's fielded at the 15-yard line. Out across, straight up the middle. And out across midfield into Foxboro territory. And I believe that's, is it
James Goodman? It looked like 84.
It's 81 again.
Okay.
Yeah, the two have been back there.
Owen Higham.
Higham, yeah.
I stand corrected.
The two of them have been pretty much back all the time, but Great run back there, showing great speed. Warriors on special teams having some difficulty on coverage.
Yeah, you know, the intent there is to keep the ball away from Todman, and he squibbed it. The problem is that they're giving him a gaping hole up the middle. All right, they're protecting the outside, and that's twice that Hingham's had nice returns on his own.
1st and 10 for Dartmouth. And here's an inside handoff. Todman is going nowhere this time.
Gets a couple. He did break free, though.
Gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage, which is the midfield stripe. He's just into Foxboro territory, about the 48. Gain of a couple. Bring up 3rd and or
second down. Yeah.
Second, right? The
chain crew over there. They were one ahead of us.
Clock continues to move. We're just down to 8 minutes here in the final quarter. 14-14. Dual wideouts to the left side. And direct snap here, trying to get outside is Todman following his blocking. Good pursuit by the Warrior defense. But he's finally run out of bounds, and he's going to be close to a first down.
I think he has it. He just broke the 40-yard line.
So the sticks will move once again.
We saw this to open up the game. This is the first play of the game, the same exact thing. Silvio's real close to being in motion before that snap as well. I mean, he can move backwards, but he can't move forward. And that was real close. Like Mogan, Todman carried a couple Warriors at the very end there to pick up the first down yardage.
And the battle of the backs is what this has turned into between Todman and Mogan. And here again, a direct snap to Todman, trying to get outside, but this time good pursuit by the right side of the Warrior defensive line. 41 looked like he made about the first hit.
That's Barrett. Barrett's 41 and Boston Debt 56 is there. Boston Debt got in at the end. You're right. Barrett was one. Here we go. So you get a lot of Warriors standing up, though.
Yeah.
You know, I just noticed it. I mean, they got to get lower in the trenches. I mean, you got to fill the holes for this kid. They're standing up, and they're allowing the Dartmouth line to get inside of them, all right, and push them.
So it was a gain of about 3 on first down. Second, we'll call it 7. And this time the handoff inside, and Todman rumbles all the way down inside the 30 to about the 25, and that'll be enough for another Dartmouth first down.
He's just snaking in behind his lineman right now. I mean, this ball is well concealed right here. All right, now watch him just sweep. He's using his lineman, just weaving back and forth. I mean, he's like in low gear right there, and yet he's picking up yardage. They got to get low. Foxboro's defensive line looks tired right now, and they're not getting any penetration, not filling any gaps.
You think that's the difference in them being able to contain Todman there for a while in the first half?
I think that's, they made that adjustment, and they were fresh right now. I think they're dragging a little bit. Their first move is straight up.
1st and 10, direct snap to Todman, and he's met in the backfield, refuses to go down, but after about 5 Warriors on his back, he does go down.
We got the ball, we're not going to get it though. Thrasher came up with it, and the referee just smiles, pats him on the back, says, "Nice try, son." This is better penetration here, but see, look how they're standing up. All right, and I think that was Woolard who was actually being blocked and still was able to make the tackle. So there was like no gain on the play, and there's a timeout. 5:40 left. As you look at the camera going into the Warrior huddle right there, you can see some tired faces. These boys have really done a great job tonight. Both sides, both teams.
It's been a good night for football. It is a cool evening. And the Warriors are going to have to bow their backs here. If Dartmouth should score, the Warriors should get the ball back with plenty of time to answer. but it would be nice to keep them off the board if they can. Yep. Trying to get an answer to Todman.
Todman unofficially right now has 23 carries for 147 yards. Certainly much more in check compared to last week's game where he had 16 carries for 240. So the Warriors have done somewhat of a decent job at times containing him, but he's a threat each and every time.
He gets the ball on every play, and it's just a matter of stopping.
Right.
Stop me if you can.
I mean, if he isn't running the ball, then it's Sylvia. It's really that simple. You know, their passing has really been inadequate. They've tossed it up a couple times, but nothing to be worried about.
Here's a low snap that's handled by Sylvia. Look at this. He still picks it up and runs forward and brought down at about the 22-yard line.
Barrett has the tackle there, but you could see some frustration on the Warriors' part. Again, bad snap. All right, Mogan goes to take Todman. That's his job. He's the linebacker, but now somebody else has to step up, and they don't. And Barrett makes the play, but not after he gains 5 yards.
So forward progress actually inside the 20 to about the 18. The third and about 5. Clock continues to move. We're inside 5 minutes now.
Yeah, this is definitely 4-down territory.
Warriors trying to hold on and bow their backs here. And here's that little pitch.
Hold on to him.
Penetration. He's able to get away, but he's caught by Neville and brought down. Great individual effort there by Neville. And that loss all the way back out to about the 25. They make it 4th and long.
Yeah, Neville does a great job being the savior here. You'll see right there, up here he comes up, you know, and he holds on.
Be ready this side.
I tell you what, Stefan did a really nice job. We get another look at it.
Swede got some good inside penetration, forced him outside.
But I got to tell you, I think if Stefan doesn't hold on to him, we're in trouble because he had the corner. Now we're going to see a long field goal attempt here by Sylvia, and a timeout will be called.
Yeah, it looks as if.
Who's calling it? Dartmouth.
So they'll think about it. They've got a 4th and long situation here.
This would be approximately the ball's on the 22-yard line, so it'd be a 39-yard attempt, give or take a couple feet.
Against the wind.
Running this way.
I'd be careful of a fake situation here. Again, your kicker's the quarterback. The snap could come up to him, and he can easily run out of that or pass out of it. I mean, that's an option you got to think about right here. I'm not sure how good his leg strength is. His extra points have both been solid, but you know, again, those are chip shots.
Again, a good job here, though, on the part of the Warrior defense, holding on and forcing them into this 4th down situation as they had appeared to be able to move downfield at will.
Yeah, they bent a little bit, but they didn't break.
That's right. And obviously a critical point in the ball game right here. As Dartmouth is setting up for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, it's going to be about 38.
About a 38-yarder. It is left-footed kicker Sylvia, who is also the quarterback. It will be out of the hold of number 11, who does not appear on our roster.
Blocked!
And it's blocked by the Warriors. Unbelievable.
Never had a chance.
And are they psyched? What a huge play.
Very good penetration right up the middle. The snap was good. The hold was good. And basically by the time Sylvia gets to kick this ball, there's 3 Warriors in there. Good snap. Got the hold down. Look at the penetration. What a surprise. Let me guess right here. 33, Timmy Mogan off the wing. I bet you if we can get a closer view of that. Yep, Timmy Mogan.
But that kick was so low, I don't think it would have made it past the line.
I don't think it would have either.
It was very, very low. But you're right, he had plenty of time to get it off. Here's the Warriors on 1st down. Here's Mogan again. Out across the 30 to about the 36-yard line. And that'll be close to a Foxboro 1st down.
Yeah. Right now, Timmy Mogan's doing it all for the Warriors. He's leading his team. He's rallying them. There's no quitting him. He's got the boys pumped up. They feed off each other. This is very important.
So the spot is at about the 35, 2nd and 1. Neville again in motion. And again to Mogan. Mogan hit once, but falls forward across the 40. He'll have another Foxborough first down.
We got 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in this game. We got the ball out at our own 40-yard line, and we're giving Dartmouth a steady diet of Timmy Mogan right now.
And the advantage that the Warriors will have here is that Murtada, for a field goal attempt, will have the wind at his back. So the Warriors on first down. And here's Mogan, and he's out near the 45.
Or take 4 or 5 a pop. 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. If we get anywhere down around the 20-yard line, Matada's got definite range to hit that. And again, like you said, Dennis, he's got a slight wind to his back where Sylvia didn't.
But the clock continues to move, and the Warriors need to get down. What would you say Murtada's range is?
Matada could hit from 45, I think.
Really? Okay, again, 2nd and about 5. This time Nixon's in motion. And trying the sweep around Mogan, being held on to by a shirt, and still
10 yards
forward across the 35, inside the 35 to about the 34. And there'll be enough for another Foxborough first down.
Yeah, this is a good call. They've been pounding the middle. They finally break it to the outside. And a wall of blockers, I tell you, if that guy from Dartmouth doesn't have Timmy Mogan by his shirt tail, he picks up another 5 or 10 yards. We're seeing a superhuman effort right here by this young man. Back to live action now.
1st and 10. Warriors.
This side.
Pitch here to Mogan. Mogan cuts it outside around the corner. Has some room.
Another first down.
All the way inside the 35 to about the 34.
He might be about a half yard short, about a foot short.
And it's Mogan left, Mogan right, Mogan up the middle. And it's pretty much Todman against Mogan.
Yeah.
That's the way it's been.
Yeah, Mogan has about 120 yards rushing this half alone. All right. I tell you, very, very impressed. The good thing is because the spot is so close, the Warriors get a chance to regroup here without using a timeout, and it does stop the clock and gives them a chance to catch their breath in the huddle as well. I would not change anything right now. What we saw 10 minutes ago from Dartmouth getting that penetration and everything else has now gone away. The Warrior offensive line is kicked in. They're moving
controlling,
them.
Right.
They're controlling. And you got a freight train, number 33 back there.
Who can protect the ball.
Who can protect the ball, who refuses to be brought down without dragging a couple guys with them.
So as you can see, placement of the football leaves Foxborough about a foot shy of a first down. So to be 2nd and inches at, we'll call it, say, just inside the Indian 35-yard line.
Yeah. All right,
145, Frank says, for Mogan, total yards in the game. We're inside 2 minutes at 1:56. We'd say that we'd like to get down near the 20 before Matada were to attempt a field goal. And straight ahead, falling forward. Soccorso inside the 30-yard line to about the. They're going to mark it at the 30.
A little switch up here. You get Soccorso comes in and gives Mogan a blow, and he just got tripped up a little bit. He had a nice hole himself there, Dennis.
1st and 10. Warrior drive continues. Clock is moving. 1st and 10 from the Indian 30. Nixon in motion. Pitch back here. Here comes Soccorso with some room. Cuts it outside and finally run out of bounds at about the 20-yard line.
The ref's going to keep the clock running, though. 123, 122. The referee.
And if a timeout is going to be called, why are we waiting here? The clock is moving, unless the Warriors think that they're in Murtada's range and are getting down there to the point where there will be no time left for Dartmouth.
Again, that's not a bad thing right now.
Down to a minute.
see
second and about a yard.
This one's going up the middle.
And here we go again. Nice big hole down near the 15-yard line.
The Warriors have all the momentum right now.
And now they take their timeout. So what do we do? Do we keep going or do we try the field goal?
I think we keep pounding until the last possible second here. All right, now you're getting a steady diet of Luke Soccorso. This is the future of Foxboro football right there. Timmy Mogan's the present. Timmy Mogan, with a heroic effort on both sides of the ball tonight, has literally put this team on his back, raised his teammates to a different level in this last quarter, the last 11 minutes, and I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with this.
A big Poppy type performance.
Absolutely. And just to give him a blow, all right, Soccorso has 9 for 23, which again,
big yards.
It doesn't sound like a good average, but he's picked up a couple big first downs.
Yards.
That's right.
Right.
So we get a timeout here. We're going to come out. We get the ball on the 15. And again, I wouldn't change up anything here. Stay in the middle of the field, so Matata's going to chip shot, if anything.
So here we go. 52.1 left in the ball game. And as you say, Mogan guards the ball. Still on his feet, falls forward. And that's dangerous. But the ball was not knocked anywhere. Mogan falls forward. He's inside the 10 to about the 7.
This is just incredible. This young man, look at this. I can't say enough about him. He's tackled. He's on one leg. He breaks free and gains another 5 yards. He refuses to go down.
And again, another timeout on the field taken by Foxboro. As here's a second look at that great effort by Mogan.
Literally off his feet. Right there, one leg, puts his hand down to gain his balance. All right.
There's two others.
Oh, my God.
Then he just plows right over.
Just, I am so proud of this team right now. And that young man, they are showing me something that I wasn't sure I could see this year. They are reaching down. My jury has been out on how this team's going to be. I know that they can be successful, but I didn't know how good they could be. And they're putting up one heck of a fight here with a chance to win this game.
Against a good football team.
A quality football team.
So it's been really several different games in one, where they started out battling long drives, and then both teams got the yips, and nobody could hang on to the football. And then beginning in the third quarter and here in the fourth, the teams have driven a long ways on the backs of Todman and Mogan, and this is Mogan cuts it back into the middle, and he's brought down near the 5-yard line.
Now, if you remember, Dennis, at the beginning of the game, we talked about kicking. And I said that this could come down to a field goal attempt. And Ali Matata could be the guy. Now we're under 10.
If they try one, it will be Ali Matata being the guy. Another Foxboro timeout.
And this is basically an extra point attempt for Ali right now, with the ball sitting on the 3-yard line.
It's got to be with 8.3 seconds left. Not enough time for another running play.
I'm not sure if Foxboro has any timeouts left either.
Right, but even if they did, it'd take longer than 8 seconds.
Yeah.
And they couldn't take a chance on the clock expiring if they didn't make it into the end zone.
If they have one left, it's good strategy as well, because should there be a bad snap or something here on this play,
right,
they fall on it, immediately yell for a timeout, they can still salvage one more attempt. So Coach, again, using far better wisdom than I would, is out there with a third down. He's going to decide to go for the win right here on third down, probably with a timeout in his pocket just in case.
So here we go. Warriors can get a first down. This is third and short. Matata is setting up from the 12-yard line, so this will be a 22-yarder to win the ball game. Snap is down, the kick is up.
It's good!
And it's good! And the Warriors have won this exciting football game over the Dartmouth Indians.
Still got some time, though.
So there will be a kickoff. The Warriors will be forced to kick off.
This is where you're going to kick the ball right to one of those up guys. You're not even going to go past midfield with this kick.
And look at the emotion on the sidelines of the Warriors players and the dejection of the Indian players on the far side who put up this has been just one heck of a good high school football game.
Yeah. As sloppy as this game has been, it has been filled with excitement and drama. Look at Ali. Cole's the other side of the pillow, as Stuart Scott would say. Perfect. He's a big money player, Ali.
Well, he showed it there.
Look, that's good from 40 yards out.
You got it.
Does it get any better than this?
No, it doesn't.
Great game.
Now you're going to see Taubman's going to be up. He's going to be way up. Now, here, if anything, all right, is when you try to boot one down to the other end, the end zone. But still, on the safe side, I'm kicking a knuckleball over here to like number 65, right in the middle.
And keep it in bounds.
Just about 4 seconds left. Even if the kid falls on it, they're going to have maybe time for one play with 2 seconds.
So here we go. Warriors in a position to win this ball game. They have the lead here with just under 4 seconds, like Doug said. 17-14. Mutada kicks it to the up man. There it rolls. Now it's loose along the sideline.
We got the ball.
The Warriors have recovered the football, and that will be it.
The unintentional onside kick rolls into the favor of the Warriors, as nobody from Dartmouth wanted to grab a handle of that.
It was a hot potato, wasn't it?
It was. They were more worried about getting the clock started that they forgot that it's a live ball after 10 yards. So you'll see the Warriors take a knee here, but this is perfectly placed. I said he'd kick it at number 65. He went to number 89. But look at that ball. Nobody wants to touch it. This young man, oops.
Amazing it stayed in bounds there.
It did. I was surprised at that too, but it was touched as well, so it wouldn't have been a penalty on the play. So we're going to see Butchie Swan come out and take a knee. And the Warriors come away with a hard-fought 3-point victory off the toe Ali Matada in the legs of Timmy Mogan, and an inspired offensive line and defense that really came through in the last 11 minutes of this game.
That's exactly right. And there you have it. The Foxboro Warriors have defeated the Dartmouth Indians by a score of 17-14 in a game that had just about everything you can imagine.
Yeah.
Good and bad.
Good and bad is right, Dennis.
Two teams that are rated in the Globe, the Boston Globe top 10, and it showed as the Warriors are rated number 7 and Dartmouth number 9, and they'll go through the formality of the post-game handshake. Neither team need hang their heads because this was just one heck of a ball game.
Yeah.
And if Dartmouth had been able to hit their field goal, who knows how this would have ended up.
Yeah, it's really strange because Dartmouth was 4 minutes ago, they were in position to do the same exact thing. They were lining up for a field goal attempt, and the penetration of the Warrior line and the low trajectory of Sylvia's kick. All right, here we go. Mogan actually outgained Taubman in this game thanks to that fourth quarter. And kudos to the Warrior defense for keeping that young man in check, because early on he was just a threat. Looked like he could do anything he wanted. And
until they forced him into that field goal situation, there was just that one stand where they were able to stop them and force them. And as you said, they bent but did not break. And so important aspect of the ball game there. And then being able to take over, come down the length of the field on the back of Mogan. Also Sicorso.
A couple of big gains there as well.
With some key runs. And capped off by a field goal by Ali Murtada has led to a Foxboro victory, 3-point victory, 17-14 over Dartmouth.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, Dennis, again, we're not starting off this year with an easy slate. We got 3 non-league games. Fortunately, they're all at home. But Concord, New Hampshire, I believe is a Division I program up there in New Hampshire. Concord's a city. Then you come here with Dartmouth, the Division I powerhouse. And then next week we're going to take on Central Catholic, who last year edged the Warriors in a like 9-5 ball game, something really strange that we lost at the very end of the game.
Yep.
So another Division I opponent. And, you know, this is a great way to start off the season.
I tell you what, it's tomorrow's papers are going to open some eyebrows.
Yeah.
And saying that the Warriors, if people were expecting that this was going to be an off year for them, we got news for them.
Oh, absolutely. They sent a real loud message here tonight. Again, with credit to the coaching staff for making those adjustments at the end of the first quarter. And again, at halftime, you know, the Warriors trailed at the half, but, you know, the second half was all them. I did say at times that they looked tired on defense. They were. I mean, they got kids playing both sides of the ball, but when made a big play,
right.
getting Todman for a loss.
After Swede had forced them.
Right. The turnovers tonight is ridiculous amount of turnovers for 2 very good football teams, but maybe that happens sometimes when 2 good teams play against each other. You know, everyone's looking at their offense. Well, let's not forget about their defense either. So I'm certainly impressed. I'm looking forward to next week's game. We get our partner back.
Right.
So
Let's
three
see that
amigos.
again.
Yeah, the 3 amigos.
Right, the 3 amigos, exactly.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Doug Stew's Dennis Rover Show, the entire Cable 8 sports crew. Final score, Foxboro 17, Dartmouth 14. For the entire crew, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week on Cable 8 Sports.
Thank you for watching this Cable 8 Sports coverage of the 2007 football season. Game coverage made possible through the efforts of Foxboro Cable Access volunteers. You can watch all the Warrior home games Mondays at 8 on Channel 8. You can also catch us online at fcatv.org and myspace.com/Foxboro Cable Access.